I might do some technical analysis on Zcash. Let's take a look at Zcash.
Zcash?
Yes. Because everything's going up and people are going to want to know, where do I get off this train?
How Zcash has done very well.
Yes, Zcash is looking good right now. Hopefully it keeps looking better and better.
So again, before we zoom out too much, Zcash paired with the US dollar, weekly time frame, data coming from Coinbase. You could see we had a big movement to the upside. Let me zoom. Oh, I guess I don't need to zoom out too much. We had a big movement to the upside. More sellers than buyers in the market, crashed all the way back down. Tried to make another push for it before getting rejected to the downside another time, but again we got even lower than our last attempt before just melting, going into our multi-year bear market, sideways consolidation, just movements to the downside. Tried to pump up, get rejected down, tried, rejected, and now we're going for another attempt. So before we look at it, look how high these candles are, and look how low we are.
Oh boy.
So just like a lot of other altcoins, we have a lot of room to run for Zcash before we zoom in and take a look at it. So Zcash, just like everything else, or a lot of the other coins, we're even below the 236 fib level. So first thing Zcash needs to do is get above this and have candle bodies close above it. Current price, we are facing some resistance from the past, but again, this is little to no resistance. It's even if we look back here. So mainly it's this wick back here too, that when it was listed on Coinbase before it pumped. So slight resistance, but again, I don't see it being too hard to breaking the so it's probably $50 that we have to break, the $50 level, before getting to and above the 236 at $65. But primarily I have my white horizontal rays when I did technical analysis for you, Pony, and Drew, where to place potential sell limits, where to take profit, which is at just about $130 and $160. So those are levels where you would want to potentially take profits if you're into taking profits, you know what I mean? So
no,
Zcash, right? Once Zcash breaks above the 236, once money flows from Bitcoin and Ethereum into all of the alts, when Zcash really starts moving, there's kind of a no man's zone for Zcash between $65 and $130. So once we get above $65, we may move slightly and get some slight rejections within this huge range. Let's see the range, what its percentage is. The percentage is almost 100%, 94% range. Okay. So once we get above 65, expect to bounce between these levels slightly and within these levels.
Got it.
But once we get here, this is where you would be potentially looking to take a little bit of profit. We could wick up to the 618 at $141, but I don't think we make that big push through 130, through 140, through 160 to our trend line with the last touch point back here in 2022 before we get up to fill this wick. So Zcash has a lot of work to put in before it's going to be at and breaking all-time highs. But again, hundreds of percentage gains in the near future for Zcash. There's more upside potential than downside potential from current price, roughly current price, to the lows.
65.
That's 65% compared to current price to $130, 163%. To the 618, 186%. To the fib, I mean not the fib, the white horizontal ray of support and resistance in the past, that is 230%, and just so on and so forth. So minimal downside, even though 65% is a huge downside.
That's a good downside.
But compared to the upside, dollar cost averaging, smart investing, ladder order buys, ladder sell limits, beautiful. It's a work of art, just a textbook trade setup with most of these altcoins.
Awesome.